nam morare morena motlhankwa wa me o ka ga wa lala o gateletse tla go mo fodisa yana ha Jesu Krista morare e ketla are no sir, there is no need to come under my roof, just speak the word only. Are ke monna o ka tlase ga taolo ya ba golwane ba ba go dimogane gape ke na le ba ke ba laolo gore go ra gore ene ne gongwe ne le sub inspector ba ba go dimoga go ile go inspector yana ba ba ka tlase ga gago wa ba laolo are ke ra o ke re tsamaye wa tsamaya bua wa bua ke ra o ke re dirasa wa se dire wa bana ha re tshabetsa ditaelo e be re di dira ka tsa ka re di hiwa ke bona mo go to be an obedient officer mo le gore go tsisa maduo ha ke le sergeant magashula le nna ha ke le beletse the commissioner of Botswana Police se se dira ka ke gore ga ka tse a nna mo mahelong a harogaleng ka nako e one sa se dira mo ira mo go teng gore go hamarapo ba le gore ba ka tlase ga gago mo Botswana Police go na le di-rank yaanong se se dira ka ke gore ha ke hiwa talo ke sub inspector ha ke bone le sub inspector ho bua sub inspector mare the authority ke bona go bua commissioner mo wena ke tla example ke la re ke thogoletse mo radio ya ke thogoletse mo radio gore a re ke itisa report ke re wena wa police station go attend up o tla ba re yes me ne le sub inspector ke go a nna ke na le taolo re ka tsona matlo ke bule ka tapelo Jesu Kriste ka go leboga morena modimo me ka tsela go pele ke go leboga ka tona ka ba golwane ka ba rona ba re ba hilenga jaaka ba belere bo ifa modimo lo tlotla nkhosi re tlotla ba ba re eteletse pe ibile re ba rapelele morena modimane se ke se kopa mo wena ke tla kopa ya ka moshena kopa are morena ga re tswa mo lehelong le ha bo leng teng jwa gago bo sa tsamele rona o ile wa mara ba re bo leng teng jwa me bo tla tsamaya le lona me bo tla lo ha boikhutso morena modimane ya ka re le mo ngwageng wa 2025 o re go rusitse a bo leng teng jwa gago bo tsamaya le rona bo re he boikhutso morena modimane o re thusa mo teng kgatlhaneng le borukutlwa gonne paselama ya bo 127 are kwa nta ka gore go fa di se motse ba di sa bone ba o tshitse tsa lefela morena modimane re thusa ha re sa kgone go disa teng a go disa matshwa gago le ba ntse le ba gago ka dina le matla Jesu Kriste ya rapela amen.
Thank you so much, Assistant Chaplain. Ladies and gentlemen, let me recognize the presence of the Honorable Minister for State President, Honorable Mohwasa, the Commander, Botswana Defence Force, Lieutenant General Placis Sogoko, Commissioner, the Assistant Minister, for State President, Ms. Maipilo Mufuti. At this point in time, let me do the honors of introducing those who are here, our principals. I am Assistant Commissioner of Police near Bagali, the Public Relations Officer. Let me take this opportunity to introduce our principals who are here with us at this very important gathering. We have the Honorable Minister for State President, Honorable Mohwasa, sir. We have the Assistant Minister for State President, Ms. Maipilo Mufuti. In our midst, we have Lieutenant General Placis Sogoko, Commander Botswana Defence Force. We have the Commissioner of Police, Commissioner Dainambarate. We have in our midst Major General Simon Barabati, the Commander, Ground Forces Command. We have the Deputy Commissioner of Police Operations, Mr. Katulo Musmanekape. We do have among us members of the BPS Senior Management Team. Can you just rise so that you can see that? And we also have members from senior members from Botswana Defence Force. And of course, we do have the fourth estate, the media from various media houses. I recognize you and I profoundly thank you for coming in large numbers today for for the first time I've seen such in a very long time. Thank you so much for coming. Without much ado, I will be now humbling myself to request the Honorable Minister for State President, Honorable Mohwasa, to address the media. Thank you, sir.
The Assistant Minister for State President, Mayor Maipelo Mukupi, Lieutenant General Placid Sowoko, Commander Botswana Defence Force, Commissioner Gana Marate, Commissioner of Police, Major General Simon Barabatile, Commander Armed Forces, Mr. Katulo Musimane Rape, Deputy Commissioner of Police Operations, members of the BPS Senior Management Team, all officers, both BDF and BPS here present, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you all. Good morning, sir. I'm actually going to try as much as possible to present in both Setswana and English for obvious reasons. But we also have a master's Botswana so as you may recall, on the 18th December 2024, the President of the Republic of Botswana, Advocate Gideon Boko, launched the joint festive season operation codenamed Operation Pabalesego by the Botswana Police Service and Botswana Defence Force under the theme A Crime-Free Festive Season and Beyond. The operation commenced immediately thereafter and ended on the 5th of January 2025. During the operation, we lost a member of the Botswana Defence Force, Lance Corporal Bakwena Budimwe, whose life was cut short by a motorist. The deceased was in the company of 3 police officers who were seriously injured during a foot patrol along the streets of the Tagan village. Allow me to extend my deepest condolences to his family and friends. We will forever cherish his immense contribution to the defense of this country and the fight against crime. We also pray for the speedy recovery of the injured soldiers. May we all stand and observe a moment of silence in honor of the President officer. May the soul of our colleagues rest in peace. The joint operation, which covered the entire country, was to ensure public safety and security through increased law enforcement visibility, prevention of crime, public safety reassurances, educating communities on crime prevention measures, as well as enforcing the law. After the launch, we had the opportunity to visit some parts of the country. The delegation comprised of myself, Commander of Botswana Defence Force, Lieutenant General Placid Sowoko, Commissioner of Police, Commissioner Diana Marate, and some senior BDF and BPS officers. We interacted with members of the public, the operatives, and other stakeholders who were on duty to motivate them, as well as sharing crime prevention and road safety messages. Some of the places we visited are Makala Mabedi, Sese, and Mwashe Veterinary Gates, Ramukwebana, Pioneer and Token Border Posts, Mahalape, Debete, Dubalze, including and the Greater Hawaii. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are elated that this interagency collaboration between the DPS and the BDF during this operation was a resounding success. The lower crime rates recorded during this period were a result of increased law enforcement visibility and community support. This collaboration will continue beyond this operation. We thank all officers for their unshakable response to the call of duty, which has helped to save many lives and kept many communities safe. It was not an easy task, as you endured difficult weather conditions on behalf of our citizens. Thank you for displaying the required level of alertness and the highest order of discipline. Despite the limited resources under which the BDF and the BPS operate, they continue to excel and meticulously execute their mandates. For instance, compared to Namibia, which has a similar population to ours, our police service is half theirs in terms of numbers. So if we have to decisively deal with crime, it is imperative to increase our law enforcement members so the numbers to ensure visibility in the streets. Overall, the operation has achieved a 9.8% reduction in criminal offences from 735 recorded in 2023 to 663 in 2024 for the same period. Regarding road policing, it is disheartening to note that lives continue to be lost on our roads despite stakeholders' numerous road safety education messages. A 4% reduction in the total number of general road traffic accidents was realized from 687 in 2023 to 659 in 2024. While in 2024 there were 28 accidents claiming 29 lives, representing a reduction of 35.6% of lives lost. Most of the victims were pedestrians, followed by passengers. Ladies and gentlemen, gender-based violence has become an issue of international concern, and Botswana is no exception. We should not condone this behavior as a peace-loving nation with a strong cultural value of both. One offences against the person, such as murder, threat to kill, rape and attempts, defilement, unlawful wounding were also significant during this period. Of the 298 offences against the person recorded, 181 or 61% were GBV related, where women and children were mostly the victims. In these cases, the perpetrators of this horrendous crime were men who were either close relatives, intimate partners, jilted lovers, or friends of victims. It has also been observed that some sectors of our society are developing a deep-rooted culture of violence. This is reflected in the high number of unlawful wounding cases recorded, where 80% of these cases are violence by the same gender. In this regard, we implore every citizen to fully commit to peaceful conflict resolution rather than through violence. We encourage the community, traditional leaders, civil society groups, the private sector, and churches to build community-led interventions against the violence. We further encourage all our communities to recognize the importance of individual human rights. The Commissioner of Police will address the nation tomorrow, that is 14th January, to discuss the nature of statistics of gender-based violence-related cases reported during this period. This will include law enforcement interventions. GBV is a societal challenge which is largely rooted in patriarchy. The Botswana Police Service urges all society actors to work with the Gender Affairs Department to address this scourge, which has over the years become endemic. But it will be remiss of us not to thank Botswana for their cooperation and support during the just ended festive season. The unprecedented engagement by our communities has shown that our strength as a country lies in our unity and shared vision. We acknowledge the enormous contribution made by the Community Policing Initiative to the prevention and detection of crime. This initiative remains relevant and effective in achieving an effective strategic alliance to guarantee citizens and residents' public safety and security. Lastly, we would like to thank all the media houses for supporting the operation from the beginning to the end. Your presence here today bears testimony to that. Bye from Mohwasa, and we take this great, and then we can take this great republic to greater heights. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. As it is customary, right now, at this point in time, the very the Honorable Minister So identify yourself from where you come from, the media house that you're coming from, then your name. So the time is yours. Deep.
So maybe our challenge is that the Rosaletto minister of Global that crime or or maybe the commissioner had to go and get power and then start asking.
We will not qualify but nevertheless, it's noted. Yes, sir.
From BTV. I just wanted to know, as the minister was talking about GBV cases, which areas in particular seem to be where these cases are most originating from? Thank you.
Madam?
Good morning. My name is Samantha Sani from UB Radio. So my question for the Honorable Minister is that since Operation Pabalesego has proved to be effective in reducing crime cases, are there any plans of the expansion of the plan in the near future? Thank you.
Come.
E ke a leboga ke bile tumelo ko Caps FM o utlwe di-statistics tsone tsa GBV go minister a nna ka di-quantify gore ba ba latlhegetsweng ke matshelo particularly ka GBV di ka nna ka jalo le gore ba e leng gore gongwe ba tshwerwe ke ba le kae ba e leng gore ba setse ba lebitsonela go makgotlatshekelo le one the inclusive crimes jalo ka in general yala go utlwe di-stimela to go dira tse le kae re batla go utlwa gore one mme ba e dirileng go ba dirile ba le kae ko di-court jalo.
Ke a dumedisa ke dira police chimela go Daily News. Ne ke re ke botse tona gore mo mosepeleng o ne ntse o tsaya le etela mahelo ke di dikgwetlho tse le kopane le tsone tse di ka tsone di bone kgotsa dipeela tse dintle tse le gore le ka bua ka tsone gore o ne le etela teng di bone ya leboga.
Thank you for your section. Any other question?
What could be really the root cause? Are we really addressing it? Because the one can consider the world.
Any other question? Or something like that? Well, honorable minister to answer very few questions.
Mo ke se mo lega how so did you get mo ta inshallah you see the issue ya GBV that I indicated. The commissioner will talk to the figures tomorrow, but that is at the level law enforcement. As you'll appreciate, this is not a matter that resides with the office of state president. And I am aware of the minister responsible, Member Chumbo, is doing something in that regard. All that is needed is to support her, because we are all behaving as if this issue, gender-based violence, is similar last week. It's a problem that has been there for years. And maybe we cannot blame for maybe previous government. Blame the current government. It's a and that to me is an escapist approach. All that we need to do is deal with this problem. You know, the other day when we were talking about this issue, I remember Commissioner we have a problem here for the gender-based violence. That's one other element gender-based violence. Deal with this problem. And how about 90% of what we've been involved more gender-based violence in one way or the other. But when we come out, step forward, come here, we I don't know, much more gender-based violence. While we're not perpetrating gender-based violence. So, rather than saying, Kanye, really sober, come again, or resolve. More now, we are much is 26 years old. This problem has been there longer than everyone's household. And the question for this is the let's stop pointing fingers and come up with a solution example for this problem. Then it should start with Rona for retrying it's also another dimension of patriarchy society. But like I was saying, when I this issue, a department in the right set of the right skills to deal with this matter. Ronaldo, Hello, Commissioner tomorrow. Here, when you find the felicity, what's the challenges, when positive safety. One of the things saying about consistently in the receiver, one, a high level of discipline, dedication, and commitment. A display and human police in the muscle. But the recommended conditions say the Ronaldo, like I got to go to some one. I don't want to go to the house to now what I have to it. Wow, my house, to station. But under very difficult conditions. If you want to have a buy you never allow what they have achieved. So we never Juma solid was a police, but we should be the Kijuan and gets out of the session. That's not so a rebel. That's a happy and we have said they have nothing more campaigns like multiple bloggers in the Masabu. Daga de la Kim Mashawa, local Mokalama Beach. You kill high in the second. But if was there, almost all of them. About 19 got a high. Jan, same or silver, so. This girl is in your mother, or was a solid and was a police. What I know about away. This is like human beings or some sort of whatever. About the tripping, whatever about what I'm doing, whatever what I'm doing. So you challenge is set to the democracy, the positive skills of the democracy that we know, and the good work, teamwork is super. Or other departments are all meant to look at the one. But the government is dealing with, will deal with these challenges and see how they say so it's a when they work future. You might get the future. The future of them, I know we are the figures, you know, we are the you tell us already, but whoever to get them back, I hate the thing. Okay, that's what happened. It's our detail commissioner of that. tomorrow. So let's not. And there's a reason why I decided on the GBV, the statistics are taken. Tomorrow. Because of what our focus are more on there. Look at GBV. This kind of thing I go about to raise a matter of then you go easy to remember to like go. Look at GBV tomorrow. Commissioner out and did that guy on it because we realize what the problem is serious. We are Samantha. Why is that really? I get covered in there at the river. How would that say, Hazera? One that have a second. Wait to test some more so. But when we can tell you, Bolujan Canaburi, they want to solo yet about it. The parody super one and lady parody about him some good. Like lady goods. Rather operation in Sinja. You're gonna get missing us, and you'll be okay to the Kalahayama. With the operation in Mama Diamants. May I love one whom be super high level whenever supposed to whenever so. Havana is super safe. And normally, it would total conversation as a nation or a hard about how I might see why we're another two level. The side start of it, we to sleep alone. I would say I want to tell Larry Hammer police in my soul. Soon to the city. I don't want I would say I'm a because I would don't want to get niggas out of my parliament and the Minister of Finance. Not that this matter, but we need to do something. Can we able to do let's say Sakrai? Tautuna has one operation. It is you want to talk on what's a mile for more design. I had to be as a magazine now, I work on Mohwasa, as a super, who report our power. But you got a whole lama by the one about we are coming after you, and as well as I mean that what are the measures that you are going to put in place for reducing the policy, or make a show for the Boko. We are going to be looking at the Kranga Haloha or what I want to do. For example, one of the we can just put them on so we know what I know. We have to deal decisively with these challenges as a society. And I can tell you, I saw that associates. We do in the next 2 years. What's also what I saw super but that we are going to do, maybe that's the way I want to do, but that's similar. Kind of thing and that's some sort of time. But I'm about the Mela to cover it. And I gave this cover to well out. I will come about the Mela because Bahata Guzemela. I'm about to do Havana Rodupuso or Rosacham, right now on the thing or by cheap babies. That's all. But may I already know I'm looking at place over one day the Bohana. We are going to deal with that kind of a situation. We can Tombali like Meruga and Tombali, I knew Sansa GBV, so Mamma thought that we are so by me, Bahamaneta, so no one the statistics about statistics. Make it to it, because Alice now, Alice now, was now some power. That our police and we are saying a little. That is why we are even saying there's been a reduction. After having given you the figures, like bullet number 9, and they have a 10% reduction. This is, I mean, from 735 cases to 663 rise. This is also one of the Pelebaharuna, but you necessarily well, super worried, but what guys in back here. Regarding fatal accidents, 33 accidents, 45 lives in 2023, 2024, yeah, lower what we look at the Bodega. So you might have us now, to be I was also wanted to be so open now. Those issues get out of house where that was on one and only the conviction rate in Jan to Hadizama, but it's 2A. Bese ke batla gape gore ke gapolle ka sone gore ba gaetso dipalo re se ka nna re ba mapodisi under pressure to share dipalo le lona ya ka ne ke bona mo dintso because dipalo ka botsone di tshwanetse gore pele di nne e be tla di rulagadi tse di preliminary figures e tshwanetse go beta di rulagadiwa ya ka di a di sena rulagadiwa gompieno e be le gore kopane today gore share le lona se ka re ka moso be re ga di-figures tse after 2 weeks re boa go maga re ya le sa nna jana ga re tsomiso di re di wele ka di-case tsone not necessarily in terms of taking them to court but to establish a mortality so that they are properly classified by the statistics of the center. So once more, lona ba bega dikgang ta re le lebo go le tsweletsele of course go na le some incidents that we have to talk about. So on your side, last time when we were addressing ba bega dikgang nna ra tlhalosa gore go bega dikgang gore batho ba botse ka tshwagalo o mogolo ona le ba bega dikgang gore di tsana tsela e ntse Ronaldo Morumente, we have no intention of regulating yourselves. That is why we are even now considering to repeal the Media Practitioners Act. Me, let's also lead to the body online, and I have to be very frank. Body online, please let me some online quality will say the whole. You can hear it. Let it provide. No to come from Nale, one Nale, really say I'm a most child. Let us carry out with a sense of responsibility. We don't want to step in because have problems somewhere territories. We might have to step in, but we have no interest in regulating the media. Please, I am doing to Rarona, as I am a living Carabello. Yes, super, or give out one element here, such a Tabaka looking at getting level playing for opportunity. It's all I want to see what the time is, but I very senior more or they would say to the simple things.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. Unless there's a burning question, but we want to have our let me just make an announcement before we close this meeting. The top table, Mr. Mohwasa will lead you to where you are supposed to go for refreshments, and the rest of us will remain here interacting. So that being the case, kita kupa Assistant Chaplain Sergeant Mahashula or Atar Chal Katape Sergeant.
Ika le bona ka setso ka tsala mathulo Yesu Kristo morena modimane la go le bona bonona le rona mo go kopane je morena modimane ne ra bua ra re mo ntong kgathaneng le burukhu ka matla ga go re tlo go fenya Yesu Kristo bone Bible ra go le tlhakuring la rona ke makanang kgathaneng le rona re ba fenye go fitisa ba fenye so ga tla ba etapele ba rona le rona ba re ka tla sa ga bona morena modimane o re se go fatse re lwantwe go itlela re enya ka nne Yesu Kristo ga ra pela.